Hello again, everyone. Thank you for joining The Piece of Me. My name is Brittany Young, and on this channel, I will take you on a journey as I continuously find the peace within me, and hopefully you guys will be able to take some of these same tools and tips and help find the peace within you. So today's topic is you're not ready. And when I say you're not ready, I'm saying that because many people want to experience a breakthrough or achieve some type of success or reach peace in their life or some type of happiness, but you're just simply not ready or at that point quite yet. The reason I say that you're not ready, because there are many things that you're probably involved in or many things that you continuously do on a daily basis or what you engage in on the weekends. And some of those things are the things that you probably have to be ready to let go of in order for you to advance in life and really see things for what they truly are. So that is what I mean when I say you're not fully ready. So just from my own experience, you guys know by now, that I did my fast, and that's how I was able to receive the breakthrough that I did. But I realized, once I broke off those toxic traits and toxic behaviors about myself, it made me realize so many more things and allowed my mind to be so free and clear. And just with me having a clear mind, of course I'm able to think for myself and not be affected by the judgments of other people or how someone may look at me or what they may think if I do something in a certain way. So I was just able to clear my mind in just a way where I'm not worried about what other people think I'm doing or what they have to say about what I'm doing. At the end of the day, I feel solid within myself, and I'm not worried about what people are saying, because at the end of the day, people are going to talk about you for the rest of your life. And that's just a well-known fact. So it's just a matter of you pulling away from these bad habits so you can have a clear mind and really know what it is that you're doing it for, because it's a reason for everything. It's just a matter of you figuring out what you're doing it for. Nobody has the key to your life but God, and it's up to you to figure it out. But if you're distracted by all of these things of the world, then it's going to be very, very tough for you to figure things out and decide and make decisions on your own, because you're going to be so affected by drugs, whether it's alcohol or weed, slowing down the way you think and the way you move, or whether it's you being high off of sex, you can be high off of sex too, so it's just if you pull away from these things, you probably won't even feel like you, because that's been you for so long. But when you pull away from those things and that's exactly what you feel, when you don't feel like yourself, then you are in the right space. And when you clear your mind of all these things, you just make so much more room for more positive and valid ways of thinking. You don't have to be worried or confused, worrying about what's for you or what may not be for you. When your mind is clear and you know exactly the path and direction that you're supposed to be heading in, nobody can tell you what's for you and what's not for you. You know exactly what it is. And that's how I feel right now in my life. I have become very, very strong at decision making. And before, I used to be very hesitant when it came to making decisions about certain things. But now, I just feel so solid when it comes to me making decisions. I don't need to ask the opinion of other people. If I want to, I will, but it's not a necessity. And that's what I feel like I used to do. I used to depend on other people's opinions, even though I still probably would do what I wanted to do on my own. But still, I used to seek out about what other people think or what they felt about certain situations or things I was dealing with, or just anything I had my hands in. And at the end of the day, like I said, it's cool to do that. It's cool to ask for people advice, but you'll be so solid on you. You don't need anybody to confirm things that you already know, and you will know. Now, I'm not just gonna tell you that you're not ready and not tell you how you can get ready, right? Of course not. Why would I do that? These things that you are engaging in, or the things that you have been doing for a very, very long time, I'm not telling you that it's going to be easy to stop doing, but you're going to have to pull away from doing. And again, it's not easy, but it definitely is possible. Now, just to name a few of these things, just off the top of my head, of course, the list can go on and on, but just for me thinking off the top of my head, just of the things that, society as a whole, has normalized for us to engage in, these are just some of the things that I'm just going to name. Being toxic, gossiping, having sex with multiple people, lying unnecessarily, being manipulative, being judgmental towards others, not taking accountability, smoking, being very aggressive, being negative, being controlling, or even victimizing yourself. So some ways I have learned to let go of my toxic behaviors and bad habits. I basically had to truthfully identify things within myself that I knew I needed to change. And again, being true to you is like the best thing that you could do. You could lie to everybody else in the world, but when you're true to yourself, things will come to you so much better because only you truly know what it is that affects you inside your body. Nobody else knows. So like I said, you can lie to every single person in the world, but your body knows and you know. So you can't lie to yourself and saying certain things don't affect you, and you know they affect you. It's just a matter of, are you scared to face them or not? And it is scary, but those things that you're scared to face, you can do it. It's not, I'm not saying it's not hard, but you can do it. Just identify those things within yourself. So literally after identifying those specific things within myself that I knew I needed to change, the next thing I did was identify any person, any situation, any experience, anything on social media, literally anything that brought me back into that space or brought me back into giving myself to that toxic trait or giving into that bad habit. I literally had to let it go and cut it off. Because just think about it. If you continually hang on to something that's putting you in this bad space and in this bad position, what happens if you try to pull away from it? It's just going to continue to keep pulling you back towards it. So that's another thing that I highly suggest is, once you identify whatever it is that you know you need to change about yourself, anything that involves getting you back into that space where you're trying to pull away from, cut it off and let it go completely. And you're gonna see a drastic change just off of that alone, and that's a fact. But again, like I said, like these things are not easy. It takes a very strong person mentally to be able to just do these things. Because even then, it's still hard for a person who is mentally strong. And I will say I'm mentally strong because I feel like I have built my mind up to be able to handle certain things. Because even with my fast, it's not just this fast alone. I've done fast previously in the past, like years ago, and I was doing it for different reasons, but I didn't realize it was building up my mind for real, like really strengthening my mind. Because when you're fasting, you're pulling away from things that you're used to doing, and it's basically depriving you of things that bring you satisfaction. And when you tell yourself, no, I don't want to instantly gratify myself because I'm satisfied by whatever it is, this thing is that is satisfying me. So, doing fast previously before, like I didn't realize that I was building up my mental strength back then. And I'm so grateful and appreciative of it because, now it has helped me, really push further along within this fast that I was doing, way more than I expected it to be. So yeah, I just realized that like the other week I was talking to my friend and she was doing my hair, and I was like, wow, I really didn't realize it, but the fast that I used to do like when I was younger, and they were just like little juice fasts or anything like that. It was never anything like a spiritual fast. This is my first time doing a spiritual fast. But right after I graduated from college, I used to juice and stuff a lot. So I would literally fast from eating food and then just juice. But those fasts were for me to lose weight. But this fast was literally for a peace of mind. So that's why I say like this is my first time doing something like this. Like I never did anything like this where it didn't make me stop eating food, And I think that was the thing. I thought fasts were only like involved with depriving yourself from certain things, like as far as food. But no, like it can go many ways as far as you want them to. But with this fast, I deprived myself of certain things that I was engaging in and seeing certain people and being on social media and just so many things. So yeah, I learned a lot. But yes, I'm not gonna lie, like I said, these things are very hard to do, and it takes a very mentally strong person to be able to do these things. But even then, you can, when you do things like this, deprive yourself of certain things, it builds up your mental strength. It continuously builds up your mental strength. But I'm not gonna lie, like me, even as a person who is mentally strong, I still fall weak as far as like me having the same feelings and emotions. But as long as I don't dip back into the things and the old habits that I used to do, especially the ones that I know is gonna really take me out of the game. So I really try to like, stay away from them. But like I said, like aside from, me having, like I had a C-section when I had a baby, and that was the worst pain ever, and my C-section incision got infected. I know that's TMI, but I just wanted to tell y'all like that type of pain, and that was very, very like physical pain, but it's a lot of pain on me too, like it is, and I probably don't make it seem like it, but yeah, like that stuff really affects you like inside, especially when you're so used to seeing people and so used to doing certain things. Like it's hard to pull away from them. It really is. It really is. So like I said, aside from my C-section pain, like it's maybe the next pain to it. Okay, it's not that bad, but I'm just probably being over dramatic for real. But yeah, it's still tough though. But yes, you can do it. Definitely. Just because you're not ready right now does not mean you will never be ready. Like I said, identify those things that you know you need to change about yourself, and then cut off anything that brings you back into that space, and you will feel it. Like when you feel like you just feel lost and you feel like you're stuck and you don't know what else to do, then you're in the right space to really start receiving your breakthrough. You just need to really gain a closer relationship with God and ask him what it is that you need to do next, or what is it that he's supposed to be revealing to you in that moment, because he is going to show you. He definitely is. But thank you so much again for tuning in to The Piece of Me. My name is Brittany Young again. Stay up to date with everything that I have going on my Instagram at The Piece of Me Journey. And catch me again next Sunday, because I post videos every week on Sundays. So